Welcome to 7 Days Report, your reliable source of information. I'm your host, Vasilios Nikolaos Vitsalogiannis. We're here to inform you about all the major news from the past week, every weekend at 1200 and 2100. Let's begin with our first news. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, the running mate of Vice President Kamala Harris, recently appeared on ABC's The View, where he criticized former President Donald Trump, stating he is spiraling down. Walz's comments came in response to Trump's recent controversial remarks, which he described as unhinged and concerning, particularly due to their potential to incite division within the country. Walz emphasized the stark contrast between Trump's rhetoric and the optimistic vision presented by Harris's campaign, which focuses on creating an opportunity economy. He highlighted that he and Harris come from middle-class backgrounds, asserting that their experiences inform their commitment to policies supporting working families. In his critique, Walz pointed out Trump's lack of a coherent plan for the middle class, contrasting it with Harris's initiatives aimed at easing financial pressures on families. He underscored the importance of engaging diverse voter demographics as the election approaches, noting that many voters are still undecided. As the campaign intensifies with just weeks left until the election, Walz's remarks aim to rally support around a message of change and unity against what he perceives as Trump's divisive politics. Mike Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, was arrested on October 22, 2024 on serious charges related to sex trafficking and interstate prostitution. The arrest took place in West Palm Beach, Florida, alongside his partner Matthew Smith and associate James Jacobson. Prosecutors allege that the trio operated an extensive sex trafficking ring that targeted young men aspiring to enter the fashion industry, promising modeling opportunities while coercing them into sexual acts during lavish parties across the globe. The FBI's investigation was prompted by a BBC report detailing accusations that Jeffries exploited vulnerable individuals at events held in upscale locations from New York to Morocco. The indictment cites at least 15 victims, but suggests that the operation may have affected many more over several years. U.S. Attorney Breon Peace emphasized that this case serves as a warning against the exploitation of individuals under the guise of career advancement. Legal representatives for Jeffries and Smith have denied all allegations, asserting their intent to contest the charges in court rather than through media channels. A press conference was scheduled late Tuesday to provide further updates on the case. A terror attack on Turkish aerospace industries, TUSAS, near Ankara, has resulted in the deaths of at least 5 individuals and injuries to 22 others, including 7 Special Forces members. The attack occurred on Wednesday afternoon when 2 assailants, a man and a woman, detonated explosives and opened fire with assault rifles at the facility, which is approximately 25 miles from the capital. Turkish Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya confirmed the casualties and labeled the incident a terrorist attack. He indicated that initial investigations suggest the Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, may be responsible for the assault, though no group has officially claimed responsibility yet. Following the attack, Turkish defense forces conducted airstrikes targeting PKK positions in Iraq and northern Syria, destroying 32 sites associated with the group. This incident has drawn widespread condemnation from international leaders. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte expressed solidarity with Turkey, emphasizing that NATO stands against terrorism in all forms. The White House also issued a statement condemning the violence and extending condolences to the victims' families. As investigations continue, security measures around key infrastructure are expected to be heightened in response to this tragic event. According to the National Election Commission, Mozambique's ruling party candidate Daniel Chapo has been declared the winner of the presidential election held on October 9th, winning 70.67% of the vote. His closest rival, independent candidate Venancio Mondlane, garnered 20.32%, while Osufo Momade from the opposition party Renamo received 5.81%. This election extends the Frelimo party's nearly 50-year grip on power since Mozambique's independence from Portugal in 1975. However, the election results have been marred by serious allegations of fraud and electoral manipulation. Observers from the European Union reported being blocked from monitoring vote counting in certain areas and noted unjustified alterations in results at polling stations. Mondlane has rejected the outcome, claiming he is the true victor, and has called for nationwide protests against Frelimo's long-standing rule. Tensions escalated following the assassination of two senior opposition figures last week, which Mondlane alleges were politically motivated attacks. Protests have erupted across the country, with police responding with tear gas and live ammunition to disperse crowds. As Mozambique braces for further unrest, Chapo is set to assume the presidency in January 2025 officially. Negotiators from the United States and Israel are set to reconvene in Doha to discuss a potential ceasefire in Gaza and the release of hostages. This development comes after months of stalled negotiations following the outbreak of conflict on October 7, 2023, when Hamas launched attacks on southern Israel, prompting a fierce Israeli military response. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, during his recent visit to Qatar, expressed optimism about the talks, particularly following the death of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, who was seen as a major impediment to reaching an agreement. Blinken stated, "With Sinwar no longer in the picture, there exists a genuine opportunity to secure the release of hostages and achieve our goal." Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office confirmed that David Barnea, head of the Mossad intelligence agency, will lead the Israeli delegation to Doha on Sunday. CIA Director William Burns is also expected to participate in these crucial discussions. Qatar and Egypt have been pivotal mediators in this ongoing conflict, which has resulted in significant casualties and displacement within Gaza. The international community remains hopeful that renewed dialogue may lead to a sustainable resolution. Our show has come to an end for now. 7 Days Report will return in a few hours. I'm your host, Vasilios Nikolaos Vitsilogiannis, and before signing off, I would like to wish you a happy and safe weekend. Goodbye.